When it comes to product research in 2020, you have to be very precise with your decision. Facebook feedback surveys are killing dropshippers by the thousands on a daily basis. Shopify, Stripe, and PayPal are holding payouts and approving chargeback reversals. These are major problems, but they can all be cured with the right product selection. Welcome to the Shopify One Product Selection course. If you could do me the favor of just hitting the like button, I would greatly appreciate it. My product selection strategy is built upon the foundations of two principles. Number one, creating the criteria for a successful product. Number two, the actual research methods that I use to find these products. Defining the expected criteria before researching will optimize your research phase and make your product selection more efficient and accurate. Let's dive into defining your product selection criteria. The criteria that I'm about to share with you is my personal criteria for the type of branded one product to two product niche dropshipping stores that I build. If you have a different strategy, maybe it's recurring subscriptions, maybe it's based around lifetime value with continued upsells, etc., your criteria might be slightly different from mine, but I do feel that what I'm about to provide to you will give you a great starting point for figuring out the criteria your winning product should have. Criteria number one, a minimum profit margin of $40. To be completely transparent, you can honestly get away with $30 plus profit margins. I have sold in that profit range with really good success in the past, but nowadays what I prefer is really that $40 profit margin mark. If you're wondering how in the world you're gonna find a product with a $40 profit margin, don't worry, I'm gonna cover exactly that in the research phase of this course. But for now, I want you to take this example and keep it in the back of your head. So this is one of my private label brands called Brain Farm. This is the carbon fiber wallet that I sell. This sells for $74.99 and it cost me $8 to produce. How did I actually find this? Well, once again, I'm gonna cover that in the research phase of this course, but just keep that in mind. It doesn't have to be overdone or overthought or overcomplicated. Next, my product must have at least 4 or more marketing angles. When it comes to selling this wallet, no one would buy it if I just advertised it as a wallet. You can go on Amazon, find genuine leather, real carbon fiber wallets for about $70 cheaper than this one. So why would they buy it? It all comes down to marketing angles. Here's 4 marketing angles that I can use for this wallet. Number one, it's a front pocket wallet. Wallets in the back pocket have been scientifically proven to cause a bad spinal posture and ultimately lead to back pain and more problems. Anyone that's facing back pain or uses a rear pocket wallet is going to want to switch, and when it comes to their back health, $75 isn't that much. The second marketing angle is it is anti-theft. It has a RFID blocking chip in here, so it prevents any thieves from scanning your wallet as they walk by you or on the train, etc. So a marketing angle is anti-theft, targeting larger cities. I live in Chicago. I know when I rode the train, commuted to my 9 to 5, I felt so much safer with this in my front pocket and with the RFID blocking chip inside. Number 3, aesthetics. This just looks better than your old beat up dad wallet. When I was running ads for this, I would take a picture of an old beat up leather wallet and set it directly next to this, and you could clearly tell how much better this looks, that old bulky dad leather style wallet. And the fourth angle that I personally used for this was actually targeting motorcycle riders. A lot of motorcycle riders love the fact at how slim and sleek this is. It's really good when you're sitting on the bike, whether it's for your back pain, whether you want it in your pocket, whether you've had your wallet fall out, and it kind of plays off the other ones, but specifically one of the marketing angles, the fourth one, is towards motorcycle riders. So right there, I have 4 different marketing angles, and let me explain why you want at least 4. We've all heard of product saturation. In reality, what happens is the audience becomes saturated or fatigued. By having other marketing angles to quickly switch your marketing towards, you can generate a completely new pocket of audiences and once again go back to a fresh scale. So marketing angles are huge when it comes to selling a product at scale and for consistent long-term sustainability. The next criteria that my product must meet is it has to show a sign of demand. And I don't go by any means of using AliExpress or looking at the engagement on a Facebook ad. The recent product that I scaled to $189,000 in 30 days was not to be found anywhere on those sites. And that leads me into today's sponsor, myself. I want to introduce you to Full-Time Ecom. Build your business, be self-employed. Full-Time Ecom is your one-stop solution to start, build, and scale a highly profitable e-commerce business to 6-figure months. Go ahead, click the link in the description and check it out if you're interested. And I don't go by any means of using AliExpress or looking at the engagement on a Facebook ad. The recent product that I scaled to $189,000 in 30 days was not to be found anywhere on those sites. I am a true believer in Google Trends. It is the easiest way to quickly check if something has interest and something has demand. Every product that I've sold successfully shows demand in Google Trends. It's 100% accuracy in my experience. I know that might sound almost too simple. That is all I use to check demand before testing something out. I found if I try to base it off other factors such as those Facebook ads or like checking AliExpress, that I often miss out on great opportunities. If I relied on those as verification that something's in demand for my previous products, I would have missed out on a lot of money. Google Trends is the #1 way. Just type in your product name, analyze the results, check the past 5 years, see if there's consistent demand. If it's a relatively new product, check the last 12 months and just make sure that there's consistent demand or you do see a trend in the months that something goes up or goes down. For example, around Q4, around Black Friday, around Christmas, you see a lot of products go on a trend upwards. That's a good time to hop into those respective products. It's even better though if you can find something that has that trend up during Q4, but then remains relatively consistent about halfway of that peak throughout the rest of the year. And that is how I check that a product has demand. The last criteria is actually checking the reviews of a specific product. So what I'll do is I'll go to Amazon, search for the same product or relatively similar product to what I'm considering selling, and check the reviews. What you're gonna find is actually a lot of opportunity and also a good metric to gauge whether you're gonna have some issues selling this product. The opportunities arise by seeing what people don't like about that respective product, because then you have the opportunity to fix it and create a lifetime customer. This is extremely important for Facebook feedback surveys and remaining in the good terms with Facebook advertising. If there's a lot of negative reviews on a product and you don't really notice or know how you can fix it, it's honestly probably not a good idea to sell it. I know getting sales can be exciting, but you are going to run into a world of headaches with chargebacks, and it's just overall not a good experience. Criteria number 4 is to honestly just check the reviews elsewhere on the internet and see what type of product it really is. Now let's hop over to the research phase, and I'm gonna show you the tool that I love to use to find products that meet these criteria. I actually start my research on Google, and this is exactly what I do. I go consumer trends, and then I'll enter in the year. Now, I just begin reading. Sometimes I'll spend 1 to 2 nights. Maybe I'll wake up early in the morning, go grab a coffee, and just spend 1 to 2 hours looking at different articles. But I wanna show you the potential of doing research this way. So here we go, 10 consumer trends that will spark innovation in 2020. Let's go ahead and read some of these. Family and home productivity. So Slack, Zoom, those are more software tools. Next generation meat eaters for meat eaters. Let's see if there's any specific aspects. No, mostly meat. Personalized healthcare, that's a tough one to get into. Vehicles, no. Cultures, no. Consumer privacy. This is interesting. So let's just keep consumer privacy in mind here. Sharing digital live experiences, cross-generation techies, improving financial literacy. So a lot of these are software, but one that intrigued me just off this first article was consumer privacy. Since I really didn't know any consumer privacy products off the top of my head, I'm just gonna come to the world's biggest online marketplace and type in, I don't know, home privacy. Let's just see what we have here. So privacy screens. So here we have a VPN router. So it's essentially a firewall for your internet. It protects your home's privacy by analyzing the network packets coming through your home router. And this is what I really want all of you to take into consideration. This isn't something that I would have found on Facebook, or Facebook ads, I should say, or by gauging how many we're selling on AliExpress. This is a very odd product. But if you look at the price point here, this will most likely meet our $40 plus profit margin. So $200 for this next gen smart firewall. To quickly gauge profit margins in this home firewall niche, I just went over Alibaba and I typed in home firewall. I found a very similar product in the fact that this is a router and a built-in firewall. So it essentially has the same features as that other one. Now I'm just gonna come back to Amazon and find some other products in the same niche and see if there's demand. So I have a tool called Jungle Scout. It's paid. I don't use it too often, but it is nice for situations like this. But essentially, it estimates the monthly revenue for products based off their best sellers ranking. It's pretty accurate. I've compared with some of my friends who are Amazon experts in their sales and whatnot, and it does do a pretty good job. So by looking here, let's see what this is going to show. So this top one that's selling for $127, which is right about where I said I would sell the one on Alibaba for, is generating $356,000 in revenue. Now I came over to Google Trends, did a quick search for home firewall, and I can immediately see that there is year-round demand. It's not really, it goes up, drops, drops. It is consistent all year. There's always demand for home firewalls. Now what I'll do is I actually go and look at the reviews for products just like this one to see what opportunities there are to improve, and also what people don't like and what people do like. So we can click on 1 star and just go ahead and read. So just based off this, it sounds like this is difficult to set up. No warranty. You know, I would read through these, see what I can fix with my version, and see if it's possible to fix it. Now let's check out the 5 star. Here, I would go through and see what people love and really focus on that in my marketing. That leads me to my next criteria. Is there 4 marketing angles? And I'm just gonna go off the top of that here. Number 1, parents, and they want to ensure that their children are safe on the internet. Every kid has a smart device and is online all the time. There's a lot of different angles specifically inside of that angle that I could take. Number 2, fear is a powerful emotion. There's a lot of concern from other government agencies such as Russia or China spying on US citizens. That's a huge marketing angle, and you're gonna get a lot of very passionate people, good or bad, that are gonna back your cause for protecting the privacy of US citizens from those foreign governments. Number 2, you just want a better overall internet Wi-Fi experience. This is gonna play on anyone that has issues with lag, maybe gaming or watching YouTube and streaming Netflix at the same time. And number 3, this is a mesh Wi-Fi smart system, which means you can buy more than one and get connectivity all around your house. Once again, kind of playing on that improvement factor, but just really expanding the range for people that have large houses or large amounts of area that they want to cover. So easily 4 marketing angles. I could think of another 10 if I spent the next hour sitting here writing them down. This is AdSpy. This is my favorite tool to do marketing and just a little bit of product research. So what I'm gonna do here is I'll type in routers, since that's more of a general marketing term. And I'm not looking to gauge demand here. I'm looking just to get inspiration for my marketing when I run my tests. So here we go. We have some from Newegg, stay connected with your files. You know, very basic ones. I would probably filter this by videos, and let's just see what it shows here. We do have, so a lot of routers, the tool, the router. Oh, here's one. So this is, see, playing off that extension, the Wi-Fi extender. Horrible ad. This is a terrible ad. And what I'm noticing too is there's a lot of opportunity to overtake competition just solely through great marketing. People on Facebook have never seen, or most likely never seen, great marketing built around a router and really pitching those different angles that I just discussed. So that's always a really good thing. People will sometimes not sell something because they don't see it on Facebook. If I don't see it on Facebook and it has just met all of my criteria, that makes me even more excited because it's a fresh market. This leads me into my last part. How do you find a supplier that's going to dropship this? Because I'm on Alibaba. I don't use AliExpress anymore. I might use it to test something, but either I'm holding inventory in the United States or I find a manufacturer in the United States and drop ship it here. Once again, as I mentioned in that sponsored portion of this video, that is a module that is in progress that I'm building out for my course students. So it's going to be inside of there. My tip to you though is just go to Google and type in the product name and type supplier USA. Literally a search like this will show you a ton of different results. And what I think is going to shock a lot of people is there's a lot of opportunity to drop ship here in the United States. You're going to get great shipping times and your Facebook ad accounts aren't going to keep getting banned. You're not going to have to deal with PayPal and Shopify holds. It's just going to be a much better experience. And it really is the future of dropshipping in general. You just witnessed exactly how I do my product selection and product research. I hope that you found this free course extremely beneficial. Don't forget to join up on the Facebook group that I have. We're at about 500 members. I'm posting in there constantly. And if you haven't yet, just please hit the like button and subscribe if you're new. Drop a comment right now with your goal for 2020. Maybe your goal is to hit your first 10K, 50K, 100K, or maybe $1 million. Let me know right now in the comments what your goal for 2020 ecom is. Thank you guys so much for watching. Once again, new videos every single Monday, and I will see you in the next one. Dylan out.